loss of innocence moment for Spokane.
Let's use her name and remember the good things.
Well, the push continues now to name a playground after a young girl who was murdered more than 60 years ago. Tonight, the victim's family has a little help from an unexpected place. Tonight, a KREM 2 exclusive on a story that we've been following from the beginning. The great-grandson of one of Spokane's founding fathers is speaking out to support the idea of naming a city playground in honor of Candy Rogers. A.M. Cannon helped settle the Spokane area almost 150 years ago, and now there is a park named after him in West Central. Candy Rogers was 9 years old when she was kidnapped and murdered back in 1959. She used to play at A.M. Cannon Park. Well, miraculously, her case was finally solved late last year, and ever since, her family has been working to have the playground here at A.M. Cannon Park named in her memory.
The Candy Rogers case was something I sometimes would think about because it had such an impact on me as a little kid. It was really interesting for me to hear the end of the story.
What do you remember about the case as a young child?
Well, I was 4 years old at the time, but it was such a big deal in Spokane life for years afterwards. Back then, Spokane was very peaceful, very calm, low crime. Something like this was like a lightning bolt.
What is your thought on having this playground so many years later named in Candy's honor?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I see no reason why not to, and a whole lot of reasons to do it.
What do you know about your great-grandfather?
Well, I believe that they came to Spokane in a covered wagon in the late 1880s when they arrived. The town site was called Spokane Falls, and in our family lore, there were only 12 people living on the town site at the time. And he was quite an entrepreneur. You know, we're proud to have the park named after him. I think that it would be a real good thing to have this subset of the park memorializing Candy Rogers, just as the park memorializes A.M. Cannon.
What do you think it would mean to have that playground bear her name?
Well, first of all, history is a good thing. We tend to live in the present, but there are things that happened in the past that I think deserve to be memorialized.
There have been some concerns that having Candy's name on a sign there at that playground might bring up some uncomfortable questions from children or could lead to some uncomfortable conversations for families. What do you say to that?
But I would say that those are exactly the kind of teaching points and teaching moments that need to be done. You're not going to keep yourself safe by putting your head in the sand. Those concerns, in my opinion, are unfounded. We do these things for a reason, and frankly, I just don't see any downside to it at all.
So the Spokane Park Board has the final say on naming that playground. Their next meeting is tomorrow afternoon, and Candy's family tells me they will be there in person, hopefully to convince the board to approve the Candy Rogers Memorial Playground. And we will be there as well. We'll be sure to let you know what they decide.